All right, so day 13 on the cut, day 10 on 75 hard. Feeling pretty good. It's really snowy out today though. It's supposed to get freaking down to like negative, I think it's supposed to be like -2 degrees tonight. So I'm probably going to be sleeping good. But I also want to make sure I get my 45-minute workout outside done early today. So I'm going to hit the gym early. So it's about almost noon. And yeah, so that's pretty much about it. I mean, was today back day? And I think I just forgot my back straps. That's not good. Oh well, what are you going to do? But I already drank my pre-workout, so I'm not turning around to get my back straps, but whatever. So, I feel good. My body overall is feeling good. I'm feeling a lot lighter. I did weigh myself this morning because as soon as I woke up, I was so thirsty. I just drank tons of water and tons of electrolytes and water. So I was like, if I go weigh myself now, I already drank, and it would be off. But I definitely can feel it. Like I definitely feel like I've lost. I definitely feel like I've lost weight. So you could just feel it, like you're flushed. Like I just feel it. So I don't know what I'm at. I'll probably wait to weigh myself in a few days. So probably Friday. We'll probably weigh ourselves on Friday or Wednesday. So today's Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, or maybe Friday. So yeah, I'll wait till Friday to weigh myself and then see where we're at. But today's just simple back workouts. I'm not going to do nothing too crazy. I'm just going to go in there, try to stimulate the muscle real quick and get out. Probably not that many sets, to be honest with you. I'm not going to do a whole lot just because I feel like I've been kind of overdoing it on my last few workouts. And if I'm going to keep that kind of pace up, then I'm going to have to take rest days. And I don't want to take a rest day, right? So the point of 75 hard is you can't take a rest day. So I had to make sure that I'm not overtraining or undertraining, and I got to make sure I recover correctly. So sleeping last night was a little rough. I didn't sleep very well last night for some reason. So I think that kind of hindered some recovery process, definitely. So sleep, I think sleep and food is probably the most important for recovery. Like if your protein isn't on point and your sleep's not on point, your hydration, well, I think electrolytes, like proper electrolytes, is even more important. So if those stuff is just off, electrolytes and sleep, if that's off, then your lifts are gonna struggle. And then if your protein's not on top, you're just gonna be super sore. You're gonna be sore, and you're just not gonna recover correctly as well. I've been seeing a lot of people posting about like Ozempic, and they're like, oh, the gyms aren't busy because everyone's taking Ozempic. And I don't think people realize I think like Ozempic and some of those other stuff, like retatrutide, I think it's called, a lot of that stuff I think is good. Like it's good for, because it's bad for people to be obese, like with a lot of fat, kind of like how, like me, I still have too much fat. It's not healthy. Oh yeah, I gotta get my blood pressure up. Oh, and that's another thing too. My blood pressure is like perfect now, so that's freaking awesome. I don't even have to take blood pressure medicine anymore. But so people who go on to like Ozempic, they lose a lot of muscle because they don't go work out. And so there was this one person I was talking to who she said, she was like, yeah, like she was messaging me and she's like, yeah, she's like, I'm on Ozempic and I lost a lot of weight, but then she's like, but I'm still like really chubby and I'm like, well, you probably lost a lot of muscle as well because you're not working out. You're supposed to work out when you're on that kind of stuff because you're not eating a whole lot. So when you're on Ozempic and you're not keeping up on your protein and your food intake because you're pretty much just taking that and then you're still just eating whatever and you're not really tracking. But the thing that it does is just makes you not hungry. So a lot of people don't hardly eat on it. And then what happens is you don't have proper nutrition, you don't have proper muscle growth, you don't have proper, protein in your system, and then you're not stimulating your muscles to keep them on. So then you're pretty much getting to the point where you're starving yourself from all the nutrition and all the other stuff, and then you're still staying chubby because you lost all your muscle and your body used your muscles for protein. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. I'd have to relook it up, but I'm pretty sure that's how, from what I understood, that's how it worked. So if you go on like Ozempic and stuff, I don't think that's bad. I think that's awesome, but work out on it. Like don't take Ozempic and then be like, oh, I'm not gonna go work out. Like still go work out on it. And then I think it's called Retatrutide and stuff like that. A lot of bodybuilders are starting to use during their cutting phase. There's this guy I follow, D-Trend, and he uses it a lot, or he used it, and he had some really good results. I think he's trying some other stuff, but he was saying about it, like it makes you like not want to binge eat. It makes you like, if you're a smoker and like all this stuff, like it takes away your addicted personality. So I think that's pretty cool too. So all that kind of stuff, man, it's a personal decision, and I think if you want to really look and think hard about trying some of that stuff, like just do it. Like, there's some people that are so hesitant on like BPC 157. I still want to try for my leg, but I think my leg's still doing pretty good right now, so I don't even know if I'll need it. Because yesterday I did a 60-minute walk, and a lot of it too was like incline, like walking up a steep hill. And then I did it for an hour, and I was able to do it. So today's walk, though, is not going to be fun outside. Today's workout, it's going to be a little rough, but I'll just bundle up and whatever. So no snowstorm's going to prevent me from going to the gym. So one reason why I love Anytime Fitness is because they're always open, because you have a little key fob or on your phone wallet, and you can scan in any time at any location, snow, whatever. And I have a 4-wheel drive vehicle, so I have a 4Runner, and I could just throw it in 4x4 and just get to the gym no matter what. So I've gone through some really deep snow in this thing too, because I love going up into the mountains and doing a lot of stuff up there, camping, and so I've been through a lot of like deep, heavy snow in this thing, and this thing is such a beast. And I just got the KO3s on here, and they're working pretty well. I do miss my old tires though. I don't remember what brand they were, but they were more like for mud and like deep snow, and they freaking rocked. But these KO3s have been doing pretty good, so no complaints there. But back to the gym, calorie deficit's been good. I haven't really felt the need to like go crazy and be like, oh, I need to do a carb up and just go and just eat like 400 grams of carbs, and because I don't limit myself. So for example, if I'm craving a slice of pizza, like I'm gonna have it, but I'm gonna make sure I have like a small piece, and I'm gonna weigh it all out, and I'm gonna correctly count everything. And same with like candy, or like, say like right now, because Colorado has a Buc-ee's now, say I'm like, oh man, I'm really craving a banana, banana pudding from them. Well, I'm gonna have it most likely before my workout, but what I'm gonna do is I'll probably just eat half of it and then eat another half of it the next day. But like I said, I would just count it. And so I think that's where I used to fail, like in a lot of diets and whatever. I don't even like calling it a diet. It's not even really a freaking diet, man. It's just like I'm just eating. I'm just eating food. I'm just eating the foods that I'm eating right now. Just align with my goals that I'm trying to accomplish right now. So like for example, right? So it's like what I'm saying is like I'm eating more ground turkey. I'm eating more protein, and I'm trying to make sure I get all my protein in. But if there's a day where it's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm really craving that Ben and Jerry's ice cream. It's like, okay, I'm gonna have it, and then I'm gonna count it, and I'm gonna still make sure I don't go over my calorie limit for the day, and then move on with my life. When before, when I would try to do like keto, or I would try to stick to like a really strict like diet plan, I would be like, oh man, I want that bad. I want that food so bad, but it's bad for me. It's not good for me. It's blah, blah, blah. And then it would drive me crazy until I had it. And then once I had it, I would give up my whole entire day. Then I was like, oh, well, gosh, I already screwed up. So I might as well go crazy today and start again tomorrow. And then I'd go absolute crazy. And then I would start again tomorrow. But then sometimes I would just lose motivation. And I'd be like, nah, screw this. I ain't doing this anymore. So when I'm doing the calorie deficit like I'm doing, it works out perfect. So at the end of the day, carbs are just carbs, man. Like it's like in a weight loss and bulking context, right? In a weight loss context. But now if you want to get more into like micronutrients and all those other things, that's a whole different story. If you're eating for health versus eating for dieting down and bulking up, it's complete different. Like, for example, if you're eating for health, a lot of like healthy, really good healthy foods for you to get like certain nutrients and like fats and all that kind of stuff, it's like pretty high in calories, like almonds, and like you can eat 2 or 3 handfuls of almonds and then you're already at like 500 calories for the day. So that's where I tell people it's different. Are you eating for health, or are you eating for a weight loss and bulking context? And you don't have to sit there, even if you're eating for health, you don't have to always be perfect. Like, stop putting this mentality in your head like, I have to do perfect, I have to 100% be perfect. It's like, okay, if like one day, so say you've been dieting for, let's just say, so I've been dieting for, let's see, technically 13 days, but I'm on 75 hard 10 day, or the 10th day on 75 hard. So say I went crazy today. Let's just say I went to my maintenance, 2,600 calories. I would be fine. Now, if I go weigh myself tomorrow, it's going to show I gained 2 pounds, but that's not 2 pounds of fat. That's going to be 2 pounds of extra water. That's going to be restored glycogen. That's going to be excess carbs. It's like, that's what it is. It's not 2 pounds of fat. So, or say even if I went slightly over, say I went 1,000 calories over, I'm not going to hurt myself, even though it's been just 13 days technically. Even though it's been 13 days of dieting down. If I went 1,000 calories over today, it wouldn't hurt me. Now, if I do that for like 2 days in a row, then I will destroy that 13. Like I should rephrase that. If I did that 3 days in a row, if I was 1,000 calories, like 1,500 calories over my calorie maintenance 3 days in a row, then I'd probably destroy those 13 days. So I could probably destroy it in 3 days. But I mean, I could even destroy it even more, right? If I went and had like 10,000 calories, if not more. But that's just going to show you guys, like, if for some reason you're in a calorie deficit and you're in a cut, and one day you're just like, oh man, you know what, I'm going to go to maintenance. Like, that's perfectly fine. Go to maintenance. And then the next day, just go back into your deficit. Like, you know, you don't have to, or you can even take a couple days or a week where you just go to maintenance. You're like, okay, I'm going to take a little break here and I'm just going to go to maintenance for a week and just go to maintenance, because then you're not going to gain anything. You're not going to lose anything. Now your scale might go up a little bit just because, like you said, that's just excess, that's just more stored water. Like you had more sodium, you had, like, there's so much that goes into it, but it's not fat. So you don't have to worry, man. And I was just, this is what I was telling to this one girl too. I was like, you don't have to, like, she was going all crazy because she was like, oh man, I had Taco Bell, I'm so mad at myself. And I was like, okay, what did you eat there? And she was like, well, I had a hard shell taco, so I think that's like 100 and some calories. And then she said she had that, and then she had, I couldn't remember, I think it was the new chicken nuggets. And I was like, and then what else have you had today? And then she's like, a protein shake. And I'm like, bro, I'm like, you're still in your calorie deficit. You're not even to 1,000 calories yet. Like, your calorie deficit is, I think hers was like 1,700. All right, so hopefully my mic's working and everything. It's not showing. Something happened. I don't know what happened. Got like overheated. But as I was saying, was this girl was freaking out because she had a protein shake and then she had a freaking taco that was like 150 calories, and then she had those new chicken nuggets from Taco Bell. And she's like, I totally blew my diet. And I was like, bro, I think her calorie deficit's like, she can't go over 1,700 calories. Like, she's in a deficit at 1,700 calories. And I'm like, you barely even had 1,000 calories. Like, you're fine. Like, stop. Hopefully this works. Stop freaking out because you had Taco Bell. I was like, you're fine. Like, she's like, yeah, but that's a cheat meal. That's like, it's bad. And I was like, it's not bad. Like, you're fine. So as I'm telling you guys is, you guys are fine. Eat Taco Bell. Stay under calories. You're good to go. But let's get back. Let's go ahead and get into the gym. I had to sit in here for a few minutes and get this camera figured out. I swear, sometimes it's better to just record with an iPhone until you get a better use to these kind of cameras. They're kind of a pain. But I'm going to get in there, warmed up, and we're going to start this back day. I don't know where my freaking strap-ons are, though. I can't believe I forgot my strap-ons, but whatever. We can make it work. I'll see you guys in there for whatever movement we're going to start first. All right, starting with just some basic, what is this, back rows? Just some rows already warmed up. Alright, we're gonna sit here and span this one more time and then go, well, two more times and then go somewhere else. Alright, I'm gonna sit here and spam these. Already did one rep. I'm going not too heavy. I'm just doing more light, controlled reps. I'm almost done with back, actually. All right, so I did some more back of just like your basic, just some more wide grip pull downs, and now moving to traps. So it's I was gonna do the 140s, but I don't think I'm going to, just because I don't have my straps. So let's do the 100s. All right, so the next one, I do light, kind of go lighter. So we're actually gonna just do 20s. So hopefully you guys can see me. What I do is I bend down like this, and then I just squeeze them back here. And that's how you get that like snake look coming off the traps into the back. And you're just gonna flex, hold, come down, and you don't really need to go too heavy on these workouts right here. Alright, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna spam this and traps, and then I'll be done. We'll go to the pose down. Alright, so I promise my camera angles are gonna get better once I get the better lens. So I gotta wait until I can grab it though. So let's do this pose down. I feel like I'm seeing like my muscles more defined as well. You guys tell me though. All right. What do you guys think? You can see my definition of my muscles more. I don't know. I feel like right in here, I've lost fat in my chest area. I can see it, feel it. Some other places as well. Ugh. I gotta figure out how to do a back pose. But I feel my rear delts more as well. So I say that every time I do back. I'm like, I gotta learn how to do a back pose. But yeah, so like I said, I just did a couple more just like wide grip pull downs, and then just finish off with traps, just the same stuff that I showed you guys. So I didn't necessarily record all my sets just because I'm like just trying to focus on the lift right there. But I mean, you guys pretty much got the gist of what I did. But all right, well, I'll see you guys in the car. We're looking pretty good. Gotta run to Costco. Sorry about the weird camera angles in there, but once I get that other lens, the camera angles and like the shots will look like way better. So total sets for back was probably about 10, and then for traps 6. I got some like a good really 6 sets in there. 6, bleh, I can't talk right now. I got a really good 6 sets of traps. That's all I need. So when I'm bulking, like I'm gonna take those sets up to probably 12 sets of really hard good sets. But during this like dieting down phase, no, like I'm not gonna go too crazy and like injure myself or just overtrain, especially the way that I do it. I mean, technically, like I can go harder, but if I go even harder, so say I go in there and I do 12 really hard sets, and then like go as heavy as I can, then what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take rest days during the dieting down phase. But if I'm in a bulking stage, I can go in there and do that, like go as heavy as I can and do a lot of weight and do like 12 sets, like 10 to 12 sets really hard, and still work out every day, just because I'm sleeping more during a bulking phase as well, and I'm having so much food that the recovery process is even easier. Meaning, like, you know what I mean? Like, my body recovers quicker. So it's more up to you, like what you want to do. Like, I don't know. This is the way I look at it. So there's like all the information that's out there about bodybuilding and about, this and that, and like this is the perfect way of doing it. It's always changing, and it goes from, okay, well, this is how you should do it, and then all of a sudden a study comes out and goes, well, no, that's wrong, this is how you really should do it. And then it just keeps switching, right? So this is what I tell people to do. Take some of the best YouTubers or people who are bodybuilders. So go check out like CBum, go check out like top tier Mr. Olympia bodybuilders on YouTube. Watch the workouts they're doing. Check out Sam Solik. Check out all the people, and like Trend Twins, all of them. And then just go and work out and just see what you like and see what works best for you. And then at the end of the day, you might be like, I don't like any of the ways these guys work out. I don't like the way it just does not work for me. And you come up with your own way. Like, you come up with your own little training routine. So like, maybe you're like, okay, Mondays I'm gonna do push, and then on Tuesdays I'm gonna do pulls, and then, like, you know what I mean? Or you might go, okay, well, Mondays I'm gonna do upper body, and then Tuesday lower body, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday rest, and then go back in there and do upper body and then lower body again. You know what I mean? So it's like, I've seen people do that where there's this guy that's I haven't seen him for a while, but he was going to our gym a lot, and he was pretty strong, man. And his workout routine would be Monday upper body, Tuesday lower body, and then he would do, I think, 2 days off, and then come back in and do upper body again, and then the next day lower body, 2 days off. So like, he took like 2 rest days, was in, and then out, 2 rest, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. And he was pretty jacked. He looked, he had a really good physique, and two, it's like, what are your goals? So when you're in there, are you trying to just build a lot of muscle and like you don't care? Like, are you trying to be strongman? Are you trying to be like, it all depends on, or do you just want a good look? You want just a decent look? Like, that's all that freaking matters. Like, just get a decent, you know what I mean? It's like, what do you want? So like, if you're trying to become Mr. Olympia, then maybe you should listen more to Mr. Olympia people and try to do their style of training and get a coach and all that stuff. But then if you're just like, man, I just want a decent looking physique and just go in there, you can achieve that. So you can go to Planet Fitness and just do all the machines. You're just doing machines, right? You're not even doing like hardcore like benching and like all that kind of stuff. Like, you can just go do like chest machines and just the workout machines. And you give someone that goes there consistently and does that for a year or two, they're going to look solid. They're going to look good. Like, compared to a person who doesn't go at all, like, right? You become the, top 1%, top 2% that actually goes to the gym and works out consistently. You're going to look good. You're going to have, and if you're lean and shredded, like, you're going to look really good. So it's just, that's what I just tell people. It's just like, it all depends on like, what's your goals? Like, what do you want to do? There's really no wrong way of going in there and training. Meaning like, what days you do what and all these things. Like, honestly, just go in there, go hard, recover, repeat the process, and in about 2 or 3 years, you're going to look really good. Now, if you're trying to get perfect and you're trying to be like, okay, well, I want to be like an artist and I want my shoulders and everything and just everything look all nice and perfect, and it's really hard to do. It's not easy. That's when you want to coach. That is when you want someone that's in there helping you, guide you, and like making sure you're on this like perfect routine and perfect everything. But it's not easy to be perfect. You're not going to even be perfect. Even Mr. Olympias are not 100% perfect. And if you go down that route, like of trying to be like show perfect, it's pretty rough on the mental health from what I heard. But I mean, that's more up to you. So like for me, man, I'm just a guy that wants big freaking muscles and get as jacked as I can get, and I don't really plan on doing shows. I don't really plan on doing any of that. So like I'm gonna go in there, get jacked, work as hard as I can, push myself hard as I can, get out, recover. Don't hardly take any rest days because I don't feel like I need them. If I feel like I need one, I'll take one. But more of it, the gym for me is my mental health. It just helps me with my mental health, and I've talked about this already a lot. But that's the way I don't know. That's the way I think, and I think once you start going to the gym and you start getting a consistent schedule and you start really like pushing yourself and you start like all those things, you'll realize this. Because when I first started the gym, I was too obsessed with like, oh, I got to be doing this perfect, I got to be doing that perfect. Oh my gosh, like Rich Piana said you got to do it this way, and then this guy said, well, this guy said you have to do it this way, and then this guy says you have to do it this way, and whatever, man. Just get in there, hit it hard, get out, recover, repeat. But I think that's it. Tomorrow's chest day. So like I said, like right now, my chest is feeling all right. But if my chest isn't ready to go tomorrow might be a rest day. It just all depends. Depends on how I wake up tomorrow, how I feel. When I go in there and I do a little bit of warm up, I'm like, okay, how do I feel? Is this going to be an active rest day or is this going to be a full-on rest day? It just all depends on how I feel. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for probably most likely chest day. And then I still got to do my 45-minute workout outside today, which is gonna be fun. The snow kind of melted, so I might be able to go I don't know why the snow melted. Like, it's on the concrete it melted, but on the side stuff it's pretty good still. But I'm gonna go figure out where I want to go do my 45-minute walk outside. I don't know if I'm gonna go to a trail again or just kind of walk around downtown area. That might be fun, going downtown, up and down, playing Pokemon Go. I like playing Pokemon Go while I do my 45-minute workout outside. But we'll see you guys tomorrow, and like I said, I'm just gonna stay in this deficit. I've only had about 500 calories today so far, and it's 1:30, so we're looking really good so far on that. So we'll probably easily stay in this deficit as long as I don't stay up too late and then all of a sudden change my mind and just want to go crazy. But I don't see that happening. I'm definitely sticking through this until we get to that 10% body fat. So we will, like I said, we'll see you guys tomorrow for chest.